you have the time to listen to me whine. I love that song.
Yeah.
Great song. Very busy weekend. Angie and I judged a fashion show on Saturday.
Judge a fashion show? Well, you look terrible, ma'am. That's a horrible
You know what I'm saying.
The next model, disgusting. No,
You get what I mean. We emceed it. And we also, I did judge the firefighter calendar Friday night.
That's what you were judging.
And then Saturday night, I hosted a big event, the HRC banquet, and watch this. I had a little flip cam, and watch the crowd. Just when I walk out on stage, all I got to do is show up, and look how the crowd at the HRC banquet goes nuts. Look at these people. That's all because I'm out on stage.
Really?
Actually, the truth is, I had 3 people ask me for more dinner rolls.
Really?
They thought I was a waiter.
Oh, is that bad taste?
I was dressed like a waiter, yeah. Anyway, it was a great event, and my thanks to all the people there.
They're doing the wave.
They're kind of doing a wave. They had glow sticks and everything, so it was a big weekend. I had fun there.
Well, you're not supposed to wear a name tag. That's why they ask for rolls. When you wear a name tag, so people know who you are.
I didn't look like a waiter. Okay, from a big weekend to a big morning. Just about a couple hours ago, I got a chance to chat with Kate Blanchett. Sure, she's a megastar. Sure, she stars in the new hit Robin Hood. But I had to know about men's hosiery. Kate, I have to ask you, first of all, my floor director was singing that song, we're men in tights. But there are no men in tights in this version of the movie, right?
I think Russell was adamant that he would not wear tights. No, he's actually in leather pants. And Janty Yates, who did the costumes, also did the costumes for Gladiator. And I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking, how can they possibly make a film full of machismo like Gladiator and make those togas work? And she absolutely did. So she did the same thing with the tights.
They're going to be in leather, ladies. We're going to have a lot more on this movie in the weeks to come because Natalie Tisdale just got back from L.A. where she interviewed Russell Crowe. One-on-one.
Yep.
Huh? Was he in leather or tights?
He was, I don't remember. I was looking into his eyes. Is he handsome?
I love you.
He is handsome.
I love you.
He's very handsome.
That was her question. Do you have a question for Mr. Russell Crowe? I love you.
Wait till you hear what he does every day.
That's cool stuff. Hey, Garth Brooks was in Denver over the weekend, too. And you might be hearing more from him sooner rather than later. Now, here is the deal. He was in town to actually help kick off a new area of Children's Hospital. It's really Denver, over at Denver Health. Great stuff. He's a real philanthropist. But while we had him there, we talked about, hey, are you going to come out of retirement? And here's what he said.
When we went into retirement, that was the whole thing. Is he retired? Is he not? Now that we're out, the question is, well, is he out or is he not? And we're not. We had to come out of retirement to accept this job. But the truth is, we won't be able to tour or cut records for another 4 or 5 years because our youngest baby's going to be a freshman in high school next year. We got another 4 years of doing our job, finishing strong, and when they go off to college, then that'll free us up. The house will be empty, and it'll free us up to maybe get a weekend gig, by traveling around the country.
Freaks Angie out that he talks about himself as we. Now, we're in retirement, but we're going to come out of retirement soon because we're excited.
I think he means Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah, of course he is, Angie. He's talking about his wife, Angie. By the way, he's still got shows in Vegas about 15 weekends a year. Hoppa, I say to that. Love that story.
He's such a good family man, by the way.
He really is.
Good guy.
Okay, let's go to TMZ.com. Why am I doing this today? I don't know. Hoppa! Nina out there in Los Angeles, the heart of Hollywood. Nina, do you ever have a situation where your hands are uncontrollable and you gesticulate wildly? That's what I do.
Yeah, my hands. Sometimes I get some nervous tics.
Yeah. Feel my pain, sister. You look good on this Monday. Let's get straight to it. Daddy Lohan, he's going off yet again, right?
Yeah, we know last week he took a sheriff down to Lindsay's house to check on the well-being of her 16-year-old sister. Now he's giving Lindsay an ultimatum to sit down and meet with him. He wants Allie there, and he also wants to bring his lawyer along, and he wants to have a one-on-one conversation with them. He says if Lindsay doesn't cooperate, he's going to try to get a conservatorship against her, kind of how Brittany's father got one against her.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't trust the guy anyway. Big old mess there on both ends. Very quickly, speaking of a mess, I hear that one of the mistresses of Jesse James wrote Sandra Bullock. Is this true?
It is true. Mistress number 2, Melissa Smith, she sent a letter to Sandra Bullock's agent where she talked about how sorry she was and that she's open to talking to Sandra if she accepts her apology and that she should have never gotten involved with a married man, and she feels her pain. So her letter to Sandra, whether it's very authentic or not, I'm not sure, but she tried to make amends with her.
Well, I'm sure it's a very personal letter, too, considering it somehow fell into the hands of TMZ.com.
Right, exactly.
A very private, personal letter, faxed to TMZ. All right, girlfriend, you look fabulous today, by the way. What are you doing with your hair? It looks good.
Oh, I threw it up a little bit, had to change it up.
I like it. The updo works.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
have
you.
a great one there. TMZ.com, my favorite website. I check it every day. Vail's Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn. We love her, don't we? You're right up the road. She made history, right? And now she's going to be on her favorite TV show. Now, she's on the set of Law & Order. Earlier this month, she took a trip to New York. She plays a teacher's assistant who helps to foil a terrorist plot. It took her 10 takes, and she only messed up her lines once. She's kind of an obsessive fan of the show, so it was a big dream come true for her. And, I can't believe it only took her 10 takes because it takes us about 30 takes to get through this show. She's a very talented woman.
That's great.
The episode will air on May the 24th. We all know he's a great actor, but Johnny Depp is going to now prove that he can rock and roll. Depp will be playing guitar with the British band Baby Bird for a few select shows this summer. Now, earlier, Natalie was saying that you think Johnny Depp is a dirty-looking man.
I didn't say it. Angie said it.
No,
Angie Austin.
I said I think men look better clean cut, like in a
I
suit
do
with a nice
too.
haircut.
Yeah.
It's not my type.
Well, either way, maybe if he's a rocker, he'll be your type. He's going to take to the stage. The group has had to hire soldiers to work security because the band is so popular now with Johnny playing. They'll play several gigs throughout June and July.
They have like sergeants there.
Yes, a
Okay,
whole
soldiers.
armed forces
Yes,
there.
yes.
Go ahead, do your Vogue, ladies. Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. She was on Glee.
Yeah.
You're good. Remember the Glee episode with Madonna?
Yes.
How about now the Glee episode with All Eyes on Me in the center of the ring just like a circus? Britney Spears now wants her own Glee episode. Her manager has tweeted that, hey, come on fans, push for this. It would be movie magic. In response to the tweet, the show's creator says he would seriously consider a Britney episode. So we'll keep you posted on whether that happens or not. And finally, speaking of Britney Spears, her dad is cracking down on Britney's wardrobe. He says, no more can you leave the house, Britney, without a bra.
Oh, so he's demanding that she
He
wear a bra?
demands she wear a brassiere. Now, her dad has legal control over all of her affairs, and he's afraid that she's getting out of control. So he's imposed the new rules. In fact, he's also fired a bodyguard because the bodyguard allowed her to go out without a bra, and he's made her dump her boyfriend.
But does the bodyguard do like a bra check? Excuse me.
Bra
you'll
check,
need a
ma'am.
Bra check.
Snap it.
Brassiere
Yep, it's
check.
there.
You know what, though? It's good. I think it's good he's watching out for her.
Yeah, good.
So there you have it. All right, well, finally here, another chance to see a great, great show for free. We're giving you a spot there at the Tony Award-winning musical In the Heights. This show rocks and rolls. It is playing at the Buell April 28th to May 9th. For your chance to win tickets, go to tothedeuce.com/everyday, enter the keyword dance. And you could win 2 tickets. You're going to love this show. Won the Tony.
There's a little spot on our website. You go to that and enter the word.
Yep, absolutely. And if you don't win today, you got another chance to do that tomorrow.
Okay, so